Hello, it's Miss Blundell here. I'm going to be doing your 3D lesson and we're going to be continuing on from last week. So last week we made the template here. You might have had a go at drawing it from first-hand observation. If not, you would have made a template and then had a go at making your first bottom layer to your cardboard relief piece. And this is what we're going to be continuing with today. If you didn't do this last lesson, you need to do that lesson before you can continue with this one. So, equipment you're going to need, you need the object you were looking at last week, you need a pair of scissors, a pencil, a rubber, a glue stick and some cardboard. The cardboard that I've used, I've just collected it, it's just an old lemonade can box and I've just cut it up into pieces. It might be worth saving bits of cardboard that you have over the next few weeks just in case we do keep using cardboard. It's always ideal to have a little stash, and remember you don't want it too thick because we're cutting with scissors, and if it's too thick the scissor will just rip the cardboard and you won't get a nice straight edge. So we're going to start off to begin with finding a piece of cardboard that fits your template on. That fits just about. And I want you to start by drawing around your piece of cardboard from last lesson and just trace around it. Try and keep it as still as possible because you want it as even as possible as well. Nice and lightly on your pencil, so if you make a mistake, it's no biggie, you can rub it out. Okay, and it shouldn't take you a minute. Don't forget to do the inside of your cup handle as well. And you'll end up with something like this. It's a bit faint because I've done it lightly, but you just get the outline of your cup. So once you've cut out the outline of the cardboard you've just drawn, you'll end up with two pieces like this, okay? So they're pretty symmetrical. What you want to be doing now is we're going to start layering. So we'll have this piece as the bottom and this is going to be your next piece. Now first thing I'm looking at is I think I need to cut the handle off. We need to start making this look 3D, so I'm going to cut the handle off like this, and then I want my mug to look sort of like that, so I'm going to try and get a lip in like this. So to do that, do a line like that, and then I'm going to cut those off. So cut the handle off, and then cut this section off here. And there we have your first layer, okay? And if you can see closely, it will look like this. And we're going to keep building that up. So when you've got this, we're going to do another layer. So I'm going to trace around this one next. So you need another piece of cardboard. Draw around it. Not too hard. And cut this one out. So now we have a piece like this, a piece like this, and a piece like this. Let's move that out of the way. Now, I'm going to layer this on top of here, and for this piece, I'm going to take off the bit that stands the cup up. I'm going to cut that off. And the reason we'll cut that section off and not cut the top bit off, we want to make this section higher than this section. When you look at the cup, this comes out further than this bit here. It doesn't have to be hard, just think of your ability. We've done cardboard relief in school before, so you can think about what you struggled with, if it was one of your strong points, and if you can challenge yourself a bit more. It depends on the object you're picking. Right, so now I'm just going to glue the sections together so far. And we'll end up with something like this. Okay, so as you can see, we're getting there. Now it's up to you. You could add another piece of cardboard on the top if you wanted this bit to come out even more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a go at focusing more on the design on the front. So I'm just going to draw with pencil, nice and lightly, a design. And I'm not going to draw every single flower on here. I might just pick one section. So maybe just do this one and this one. I don't know if you can see it, I've done it quite lightly, but I've done the design of a couple of flowers that I can see on the cup. And I'm just going to show you now what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go over it in a black fineliner pen, okay? Now, what you could do is you could go over it in a biro pen. With the difference between biro pen and a fineliner pen, if you add water to fineliner, you get like this nice inky water that you can use to add tone. We've done it in lesson before. Or you could use a needle and add lots of little dots to it. It's up to you, but I'm going to have a go with the fineliner. Okay, so there's the design that I've done so far. Now what I'm going to do is get a paintbrush and some water. As I said, you don't have to do this. This is what I'm having a go. Have a look at what equipment you've got at home. And it'll just help to blend in a bit of tone that you've added with your cross-hatching techniques. And there you go, there you have the detail on your teacup. You could have a go at doing a couple of these, so you could have like 3 of them next to each other. You could have like 3 different teacups, depending on the object that you've got. Just think of your project really, and what you think you'll be able to make to the best of your ability. So here's just some examples I wanted to show you of different objects that you could maybe do at home. So if you have like a shell or an ornament at home that you could get inspiration from, maybe go outside, go into the garden and look for some sort of flower pod or leaves. or this person's done an ice cream, and it's quite nice how they've done collage, so just rip tiny little piece of paper and use the glue just to stick them down. So it's completely up to you what your outcome looks like. Just do what you feel confident doing. And yeah, remember this is going into your folder towards your GCSE, so I'm expecting the same standard of work at home that you'd produce in lesson.